I'm Katie girl. Which HB? What is HB? We started with black. Now I'm using this color hasn't does not have I'm Katie girl. HB1 or HB6. I'm using colored pencils. The brand of colored pencil that I'm using is Brutfuner colored pencil. This is one of the cheapest colored pencils in the market. Brutfuner. And it's been a while since I tried to use cheap colored pencils or the student grade colored pencil. Almost more than a year already, so now I'm trying them again. A while ago I used the black and now I'm using the sepia. But Raman, do you know me? Sorry, I forget everyone who's in the live stream. There are so many people, so but Raman, do you teach me? I don't know if you're watching my video. Maybe in essence, I am. Manav Ahire or Ahar. Manav Ahar, do you interact with viewers? Of course. I answer questions from my live viewers related to portraiture. Yeah, and sometimes even personal. Lost SM, hello, good evening. Lost some new work, lovely. Thank you. I just saw the picture, the reference photo a while ago, and it happens to be, it's very rare that these two girls right here are in one picture together, because they are considered as the superstar. This older actress is one of the, or should I say, the young superstars in the Philippines, and she is the younger version that seemed to be, you know, the next to her. And they are together in one photo, and I got excited, and yeah, I just decided to immediately draw them, because it's very rare that they're in one picture. Lost Star SMA, may we see. I'm critical what brand of paper you use. This is Strathmore Bristol 300 series smooth surface. Lost Star SMA, we see the reference if it isn't a bother, of course. Here is the reference photo. Two of the most famous Filipino actresses. I'm Katie Girl, they look like ballerina except for the hair. Yeah, they actually, it feels like, especially the hair. Ashley Patterson, what's good tip for shading or blending in colors? The best tip that I can give is, I'm doing it right now, layering very slowly and patiently, and I make sure that I always keep on the layering process. I keep the sharpness of the pencil, and then I layer with very light pressure. And of course, because for this portrait, I decided to use a cheap colored pencil. So it's been a while since I used cheap colored pencil. This is the Brutfuner oily colored pencil, and yeah, Person X the Pigert. How do you approach drawing the likeness of the face? Actually, you should start with with a perfect outline. You can use different method for your outline. If you want a really nice likeness, you can do tracing method like grid method, or just the actual um, tracing method for just for the outline. And then the likeness is not really just on the outline, but on the shadows, on building the shadows of your drawing, like what I do here. I build depth. I build colors by layering from dark to light. So yeah, you can do other method just to make sure that you have a nice proportion or outline. But aside from that, the most important thing is how you build your shadows and the details. But more importantly, the shadows, the tonal values of the shadows. Lost are estimates there a reason for starting with one of each of their eyes is the benefit just to get a feel for the individual skin tones, or it is more of a whim. Actually, the first one, that's exactly is the reason. Um, Actually, it's for my own benefit. Because I feel already happy when I see something done on both faces. Because if I just start with her, I don't feel that inspired to draw. Especially this is going to be a very slow process since I'm using a cheap colored pencil. So when I'm using cheap colored pencils, the tendency is I make it even slower because I want to bring out the full capacity of the this lesser quality colored pencil. And unlike the expensive ones, I have the more tendency to make it quicker because I know of the quality, the blending capabilities, the layering capabilities of those expensive pencils. But since I'm using a less expensive pencil, so there is more like effort to make the skin tone better. Nikki Bates, can I make you a picture? What's that? What do you mean? Ashley Patterson, how long have you been an artist? I think it's inborn. I think, yeah, but um, skilled artist, may I say, because I am self-taught, so I didn't learn anything from school or yeah. So I had to be older when I um, decided to study it for myself. So all in all, for the very first time that I started doing realistic portraits, although during that time I'm still not as good. All in all, it's around 15 years. Yu Zong, can you draw anime or something? You can. I maybe I can. But I'm not really into anime drawings. Imran Khan, Fans Club, hello. Not Sin Yojo, not Sin Yojo. Such majestic. Thank you so much. Rezon X, the figure. Thanks for the advice. By the way, if you had to draw these two women you're drawing now in profile view, would you use the center line of their faces as a logical way to do so? Um, I already have the outlines, so I might just go with the outline of the faces. Not seeing you Joe, who may self-taught that such dedication. Yeah, I had to do it because there's no way I could learn it in school or something like that, because here in the Philippines we don't have like art courses or anything related to portraiture. So most artists here in the Philippines are self-taught. Not seen your job. Can you do photorealism artwork? Um, I think uh, it's I'm into more into hyper realism than photorealism because I think they're both different because photorealism is you will do something that exactly look like the photograph that you are drawing. So um, when you say photorealism, that you wouldn't recognize that it is a drawing. You would see it as a picture, and I don't do, and I'm not really into that. I do hyperrealism because you can capture the realistic details and everything, but it would still look like a drawing. It would still look like you would still it's still recognizable as a drawing and not a photo. Ashley Patterson, awesome. Thank you. Nuts in your jaw. I never knew those two have difference. Thanks for telling me. You're welcome. So when I use cheaper colored pencils like this Brutfuner, to be able to look like this, you really need to establish your dark shadows well. So I'm using, don't be afraid to use super dark colors as a base for your shadow because this is only the way to bring out the more, to give more depth to the drawing. Nuts in your jaw. What medium do you always use? I think I use them more on colored pencils, but I also use charcoal pencil a lot and even graphite pencil, but more on colored pencils. You Zong, do you like traditional art or digital art? Yeah, I like traditional. Yeah, I'm a traditional portrait artist. I'm not into digital art. Well, arguably, traditional art for me has more value. Although it is digital art is considered an art also, but yeah, drawing using pencils, actual pencils, have I think more value. Should have more value. Now I'm gonna add green. This is actually dark green. Dondon Piolen. Piolen. Nice art, thank you. Idans, do you try pastel? I use pastel pencils. I have lots of pastel pencil drawings, even soft pastels for the background and for yeah, mostly pastel pencils and soft pastels. Use song. I hope you collab with artist YouTuber named Mahakida. He can draw traditional art and he is from Indonesia. I hope you collab with him and make draw together. That's a nice idea. I hope someday. Batsit Kurezi, what's up? I'm good. Batsit, thank you. Yutama 100 years end. How long have you been drawing? I've been doing portraits for 15 years. I'm Katie Girl. The eyes highlights looks realistic. Thank you so much. Yutama 100 years and so real. Thank you. Ashley Patterson is more difficult to draw from the mind or image from a photo. Um, if for example you saw like a person, if you're going to draw a single person, for example, I think it's better to draw him or her from the photo because you can capture the likeness. But if you are going to draw that person by just remembering their faces in your mind, it's difficult. But if drawing from the mind is you're going to just imagine drawing a not a particular person but just trying to imagine something and draw, it's easier. Mauricio Camposano. Thank you. Yotama Manadius, and how did you start your art journey? Um, I started practicing 15 years ago, then around 12 years ago, I started accepting commission portraits, and then the only medium that I know how to use then was charcoal pencil and pastels. And then recently, only 5 years ago, I decided to study colored pencils and graphite pencils. So that's my journey. So the colored pencil and graphite are very recent studies, and then there came the pandemic. That's where I started an art channel, and because I believe that I already know quite a lot of things to share to younger artists, to beginners. Andrew, hello. Hadil, Kimi, welcome. Hello. Hello, Hadil. Yutama 100 years in, have you ever used markers? I have. I've used markers. I use the marker based skin tone, marker based technique, and once in a while I use markers for certain parts of the drawing, like if I need to have like a solid color, and then yeah, I use markers together with colored pencils. Hadil, I am a Muslim girl. Wow. Andrew, feel ko hindi ko na matatapos ang art course ko. Busy na kasi mag-reviews for college entrance exam. Oh, ganun talaga. I-prioritize muna yung ano. Kasi lagi namang nandyan lang yan yung artwork. Naghihintay sa'yo. Hadil, Kimi, do you prefer wood colors or watercolors? I don't use watercolors for my portraits. I just use pencil mediums. Hadil, gimme, can you draw an Arab person? I already have. I had a client before, Filipino, but he wanted to gift it to an Arab man. He is even wearing the traditional Arab dress or clothes. Yeah, it's I think it's her boss from uh, from Saudi Arabia, and he she hand carried the drawing to uh, to Saudi Arabia. Yotama 100 Yotama 100 years. How much do you draw in a day? No, I only draw. Recently, I only draw at this time at night because I'm a little bit busy in the morning. Andrew, kuya ask ko lang, graphite po muna ginagamit nyo for shading before kayo mag-proceed sa colored pencil? Hindi. Ah, sa ano, sa sketching lang, dito lang sa outline. Pero sa ano, sa shading, colored pencil din na black. Dito lang sa Brutfuner ako gumamit ng black for shading kasi para matulungan akong mapalabas yung intensity nung shadow. Hadin Gimi, I am not from Saudi Arabia. I'm from Algeria. Okay. Located in Africa. Ashley Patterson, I am from the US. Wow. Hello, Ashley. Hidil Gimi, your drawing is very beautiful. Thank you so much. Um, Yutama, how much does a portrait usually take to finish? Around, for one head, on average, maybe around 20 to 25 hours. But there's no exact time actually. It really depends on my mood. Hadil, gimme, do you love? Hadil, gimme, I respectfully refuse to answer the question. I hope you understand. Thank you. Ashley Patterson, how do you draw? How do I draw emotions or capture facial expressions? My drawings seem to be flat every time. Well, actually, that is exactly what I'm doing right now. This is the layering technique which I started from very dark pencil, and I'm going lighter and lighter. And just don't be afraid to use darker tones for your shadows to make it to give it depth and more contrast to the drawing, because it's important to capture like the details right here over the eyes, and to capture it really to give depth to the stare. You really need to capture all these darker shadows right here, and then even darker shadows like on the edges of the eyes, because that will give the stare really have more power, and it feels like she's really staring at you. Her expression is quite ambiguous, I guess. She's she has like a Mona Lisa smile. Can you can you see? Uh, she seems smiling, but at the same time her eyes is not. Her lips is what can you say about her expression? Is she happy or her mouth or lips are smiling, but her eyes are quite not are like if you cover her lips like that and just look at her eyes, it seems like she's not that happy. So that's how you capture it. So yeah, that's what I do sometimes. So when I start drawing, I'm also analyzing my reference photo of what kind of emotion or expression are they giving me. Like for her, it's quite ambiguous. You couldn't really tell how she's looking at you. What is she trying to tell you with that stare? But she is not staring at us. This second lady, she's staring in this direction, but she's quite a little bit happy that they met, maybe. Yeah, maybe because she's a lot older than her. She is like uh, on her still on her late teens, and she is approaching on her 30s, 30 years old. So and maybe because they are both actresses here in the Philippines, so she is like uh, conveying to us that she's more confident, she's a more experienced actress, and she is just following her shoes. And yeah, maybe she's saying that she is the better, more experienced actor. Or I'm just overthinking. I'm just over intellectualizing the portrait, but that it doesn't really mean anything. You tama 100 years, and I like how you analyze the photo. Maybe because I am a frustrated art historian or curator. You know, those historians and curators on museums. I love their job. Ote, great storytelling and analysis. Thank you, Mama Bear. Hello. I need some green tone. Nazia Naz. Wow. Thank you so much, Nazia. Mama Bear, can we see your best artwork? Um, okay, I'll give you a quick glimpse of my best portrait. Uh, in my opinion, that is well. because of, I think, the effort that I put on that portrait. Do you want to see it? A quick portrait, because this is the only portrait that I displayed um, on my small studio. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna. This is my best portrait so far. Very quickly, just a glimpse. Okay, so that is my best portrait for me. Yung tama mo na this, and do you ever have art block? My longest art block was 2014 to 2015. Almost a year of art block. Because that's the time 2015 was the time when my father passed away, and he's been sick from 2014 to 2015. OT, OMG BND Portraits, or OMG BND Portraits, or The Real Deal. Andrew Face the Bill po. Baka malapit na soon. Ashley Patterson, you are the one the best mind blow. One of the days, and sorry, what's that? You are one of the best mind blowing art. Wow, thank you so much. Yutama Manalis, and sorry about that. Yutama Manalis, rest in peace. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay. It happens to everyone. Inevitable. Yotama, are you self-taught artist? Yes, 100%. Oscar Ramirez Herrera, hi, good morning. Where are you from, Oscar? Because here in the Philippines, it's already 12:40. Oh my God, this is past midnight. So it's really morning already. Ote, Lala, Ote, do you use something special for blending large area? Um, Nothing, just the typical. I just had to layer it slowly and just keep everything sharp and light pressure, so there will be no difficulty of blending. And I do per section. I don't, especially for this drawing, I don't just color a whole large area at once. Yutama 100 years and do you blend in circular motion? Yes. Yeah. Usually I do that circular motion. Even with layering, I still use circular motion, except that during blending you put heavier pressure.